yeah, I'm COVID positive. I am COVID positive, which is bizarre, but didn't come as a surprise, to be honest. So I initially first got tested on the 12th, I believe. I initially got tested on the 12th, 12, 13, around there, because all my family got tested and everybody that I am close to, and they all came out positive. And then when I tested, I came out negative. So I was like, okay, cool. So my brother, one of my brothers, all my brothers came out positive. But one of my brothers was like, hey, so go ahead and stay in your place and away from mom and dad for a while they get their negative results. And I was like, okay. And I initially did that. I went home right after taking my mom to get her results, which that's how I knew she came out positive, and like my brothers and all that. It was like really early in the day when I went home, like 12, 1 in the afternoon. And I never go home that early because I just don't really know what to do, like on my own all day. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to be in isolation from everybody for 14 days from everyone I know, because everybody I know has COVID except my sister-in-law. So the next day, after I get my results of being negative and my family gets results of being positive, I start feeling these chills, and they feel like goosebumps. Okay, so I have goosebumps all over my body, and I start getting like chilly, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. But I remembered that my mom had said that she felt like that. And then later on that night, I started getting like a little sore throat. So I was like, I think being around them and taking them to get their test results and just being around them before even going home, which I didn't even stay the whole day. I went back to my parents' house because I can't be calm knowing that my parents and my brothers are all positive. And though I wasn't positive that I was going to stay away and not know how they are, I can't. So I went back. I definitely went back. So what I did, I went and isolated with them and took quarantine with them because I was near them. So what I did was I got some disinfectant spray, disinfected my whole apartment, at least what I could of the hallway of where I knew I had passed through, just in case, nobody gets sick where I was. So when I started feeling sick, I was like, if I keep feeling this sick, I'm gonna end up retesting. I know me. So the next day after that, that's when I started feeling a little bit like worse. I had a fever. I had a lot of muscle aches, and a really bad headache, which I still do, like right here, and it feels like they're yanking off your eyes from your head. Like, I think that day was the day that I was like very feverish, and my dad wasn't feeling no symptoms either, so he went and checked on me, and he kind of like felt me, and then we were all feverish, and I was feverish. I couldn't stand up that day a lot, so I couldn't breathe a lot because I have asthma. So like, imagine COVID and asthma together is like not the best. And I couldn't breathe much, and I was having like this weird sounding cough, but it wasn't a dry cough. And I think that's what really confused me, because they said, you have to have like a dry cough for COVID. You have to have like a dry cough for COVID. And I was like, well, my cough isn't dry, so I don't know. But I was pretty sure by that time that I was positive. I was not feeling well, and that day that I was not feeling well, my brother was like, hey, you should go get retested. And I was like, yeah. He was like, okay, I'll go with you. I'll take you. I'll drive. And, I'll just stay with you. Yeah. So we went. We were in line for like 3 hours. Very, very, very long process. I remember I had drank some water before leaving my house, and then I had to pee. And I was like, there's no way we're getting out of this line, because then I'm not doing this line all over. Sorry for my puffy face. All my face, all my body hurts. Sorry, guys. Duh. But, so I got retested like 2 days ago. It was 2 days ago when I got retested, and I think that was one of my worst days, 2 days ago. Then yesterday, I felt much better, so I was like, okay, while my test results come in, I'm feeling so much better today, so I could get up and help my mom out with disinfecting stuff, because she is not 100%, even though she was one of the first ones to get a positive test, and she's still not in 100. My other brothers, they passed it with flying colors in like 2 to 3 days, and they're feeling like completely normal, but except my older brother, he has no smell or taste. So I did that with my mom yesterday. I was like, I'm feeling so much better. I can clean up a little bit. I can walk a little bit. So I remember I got on my iPad. I started doing a little bit of music. Started working on some stuff. And I was like, yeah, because when I get better, I got all these plans. Then comes nighttime yesterday, and I was like, oh, I'm starting to feel a little bit worse. Am I not supposed to get better? And my breathing started getting like bad again, like it hurt. And my head started hurting again, and then I started getting a lot of fever again. I got so scared especially of the fever, because I don't know, I always get scared of fevers, and like having too high of a fever, what if something happens and stuff. So I know I can't have dairy, I can't have none of that, but I was such in a desperate mode with my fever that I went and I grabbed a lot of ice cream and I just ate it. It helped with the fever, so it lowered my body temperature. I think that's what happened, and it helped. And since then, I haven't really gotten like a high fever like that, but I still get fevers nevertheless, and I still get chills, a lot of chills. Today, I thought I would be waking up a little bit better, and I woke up like at 8 in the morning, and I felt like my eyes hurt, my head hurts, my lungs hurt, everything hurt, all my muscles ached, because I did have muscle ache all these other days, but today was very prominent. Yeah, I just wanted to keep you updated. I just wanted to come in here and yes, admit I got COVID. My family has COVID, and I prefer to admit it, me and us, than for people to go around with rumors. So yeah, this is me admitting, yes, I have COVID, and yes, I'm fighting it. And so far, I'm in day 4 to 5. Me personally. My dad is just taking it like a champ. My mom is probably almost out of her 14 days, if not already, but she's not 100%. My other brother, who is my pastor, he is feeling much better. He had like a really bad cough and a lot of breathing problems. He never hardly gets sick like in his life, so it was very surprising to know that he was one of the first ones to come out positive. And my other brothers, because they never really get sick. It's a little bit more scarier knowing how dangerous COVID is, but the good thing about being a believer, being a Christian, is you can have hope. And I was listening to a preaching from Cheryl Brady yesterday about how we shouldn't lose hope despite of anything, because hope is what keeps us going. And I'm not losing hope, and I know everybody that I know that came out positive, we're all gonna come out of this great, and yeah, we're gonna be just fine. So yeah, this is my positive test. I don't know if it's showing, but and then my first one, I don't know where my first one is. I think it's the papers in my dashboard, but I can't reach that because I'm too small. Oh, whoops. I messed them up. And yeah, these are mine because as you guys can see, I got received on the 14th of November and I was negative at that time. From negative to positive, just stay away from people. If you know of anybody that came out positive with COVID and you were near them, just isolate because you never know. You could come out with a negative result and then come out with a positive afterwards. So guys, please stay safe. Please be careful. And if you come out positive, drink a lot of liquids, medications, rest, isolate. I just want to ask that you guys keep us in your prayers. Keep everybody that I know that came out positive in your prayers. Keep us, in your thoughts. And I will be updating you guys through my YouTube, of course. I will keep you guys posted on how everything goes. How my family keeps doing, how I keep doing. And yeah, our road to recovery. And it feels like a dystopian world right now with this pandemic. If you come out positive, don't initially freak out, please. Or call your doctor, your PCP, or if you come out positive, they'll tell you what to do. You shouldn't freak out. So far, everybody that I know that came out positive are doing great. Nobody's in a ventilator. And everybody is just about making it. So, yeah, COVID might be scary, but keep the hope. Keep the faith, trust in God, who is the doctors of all doctors and the healer of all healer, and we all know that. So, yeah, that's life with COVID. Take care. Bye.